Welcome to Baja, California, Valle de Guadalupe. Woo! Fear the Walking Dead, we're going inland. We are going off the boat and we're going to a weird yellowy, orangey coloured filter for the rest of this show.
New location, same shit show.
That's pretty much it. And we kick off, we are opening intro to the show. We've got Tomas! And a priest, and then a bunch of
people that get
we
killed.
do not care about. Do not protect her, Mr. Tomas. No, amigo, come on.
So the priest is having like a ceremony or something like that, or whatever priests do.
I don't know. Touch kids. That's what they do. Let's be real. Come on, let's get out there.
We're having a little meeting or whatever. The church meeting, the priest, whatever. He's basically tapping everyone on the head, saying we're going to be okay. Then they go outside and they're standing with each other. Tomas appears and comes up, walks up to the priest, but before he can really see anything, we see people's eyes bleeding, and then all of a sudden, everyone's bleeding by the eyes, and the priest then starts bleeding by the eyes, and Tomas is holding him, and the priest is like, it's her. He keeps referring to somebody, but we don't really catch who it is. Like,
I'm going to assume it's his mum. Lisa's mum. Like, that's going to be who. Well, Lisa's mum is Thomas's mum. I'm going to assume that's it, like, because I don't really see who else it could be. I mean, there's nobody else who it could be. But the Abigail is approaching Mexico. We're approaching the border, right? But no, I don't get about this, right? Why is the waters being guarded? Why is there like border patrol? We're in a fucking apocalypse here. Everything's fell down, or is Mexico alright?
yeah, that's true. I don't really get that. I mean,
Luis says, I'll have to pay the border patrol here. And like, oh, sorry, you all have to go hush hush. Wait, what's going on? So what, the United States of America's folded, but the tortillas are alright. The tortillas are no soggy. I don't get what's going on. But yeah, Madison telling Travis that Reed was not infected and Chris killed him an out-and-out murder. And Travis is like, Madison, I backed you with your junkie son, so do not give me this pish. I can see where Travis is coming from here, but I wonder how long is he going to stay on Team Chris? I feel like what Chris does at the end of this episode, I think he's going to definitely join the away team.
yeah, I feel like Travis is a lot more loyal to Madison than she is to him.
Yeah, I genuinely feel like Madison is ready to fucking just throw Travis under the bus.
Or off a helicopter.
Off a helicopter! Probably, guys. We'll be waiting to see that. So Strand and Luis are dealing with the military officers as they approach the boat, but everyone else is hidden in the bottom.
Daniel's feeding everybody line by line what is being said in Spanish, which, I mean,
You know what? Let's just call a spade a spade. Daniel's a boring bastard, right? You can say, oh, he's a big tough Mexican. He did this in the cartel or whatever the fuck he did. Personally, I don't really care. Do you know think he's boring as fuck?
yeah, doesn't really.
People mark out as if this guy's got the charisma of like a Danny Trejo. And he's awful, man. He's like, he doesn't have like a funny bone in his body, and even when he does say something funny, he's just got this demeanour on his face that it just makes you want to fucking take a gun and put it in your mouth and pull the trigger. We hear gunshots, the group then head up. The two officers are dead, and Luis is lying there like really badly wounded. And they're like, what happened? Strand's like, someone said asshole in Spanish, which I thought was quite funny, if I'm being honest. Luis says, do not kill me, I'm still alive, I need to get this medallion to my mother. And it's got Isle's face on it, and then Daniel's like, fuck your medallion. And he throws the medallion into the ocean. Why has he done this? I don't think we'll actually ever know.
Yeah, I actually felt it was harsh because Luis has so far protected the group, he's saved the group, and then when it looks like he's about to die, Daniel's like, you know what, fuck your dying wish, and just throws this medallion that he wanted to give to his mother into the ocean. And another thing is, like, I'm not saying they're super close, but I think you're led to believe that Strand and Louise are pretty tight. No, I mean, it's like Strand didn't seem to give a fuck.
I know. It's almost Spanish in asshole. Or asshole in Spanish, sorry.
Like, Louise is literally bleeding out here about to die, and Strand doesn't care.
I know, literally. and it's
yeah, like, Louise seems to be on a mission to, protect Strand and get him into Mexico.
You don't even get any time here to, take it in, because the next scene, they're on fucking land, they're at the church.
Yeah, they're on land, they get to the church, we see a lot of dead bodies, and there's a dog, There's a dog that's eating the dead bodies, so we see that, and then all of a sudden, walkers come out of nowhere.
And you're thinking, oh my god, who's going to die here? There's a lot of them.
They're going to run, because this group are not familiar with walkers. This group's never really had to deal with walkers at all, if we're being completely honest. But what happens, they start picking up like bats and planks of wood and any weapons they can get their hands on, and we see the entire group basically with sticks and whatnot attack all the walkers, beat all the walkers down, and eventually they kill them all.
Apart from one, because it gets Madison, and what does Nick do? Does he step up to the task? No, he was willing to watch her die. Oh, she's like, Nick, what are you doing, Nick?
Yeah, so he kind of hesitated, then Alicia had to step in and save Madison. Right, first of all, I don't understand what they're doing. Like, what did Madison do to Chris to make him, like, want to kill her anyway? Wasn't she, like, being nice to him in the previous episode?
She thought that he killed Reed. Well, let's be real, right? Let's say he killed Reed or he didn't. Does it really matter? They were a bad group.
Reed was an arsehole.
You know, like...
Basically threatening to fucking...
Rape and murder.
Aye, so I mean...
The lowest of the low.
So, you know...
It might not be ideal that this teenager's killing people, like, but then again, I think Madison's wrong, but then I think Chris is just completely went off the rails.
But what really bored me was this scene. These people are not fucking good in hand-to-hand combat, or they haven't been familiar. They haven't been up close with the walkers. We see how much Madison wants to like protect her kids and wrap them up in cotton wool. Yet when it came to this scene, she's okay for them to pick up weapons and stand and fight.
Oh, you can't go and fight.
Why weren't they like, oh, we need to run?
Exactly.
It made no sense. See this? Look at season 2 of The Walking Dead, the real one, right? The good one. See in season 2, could you imagine if the walkers were surrounding the whole group? How fucking garbage would it have seemed if, like, Carol and Beth
laying the smackdown to a group of walkers? Come on.
How unrealistic would that have been based on what we've seen so far?
It would have sucked big time.
But we're supposed to believe now that everyone in this group is capable. Even Daniel's daughter, it's like we haven't seen her do anything.
Exactly. No, literally.
Madison's afraid to let Nick breathe. Fuck, she's afraid to let Nick. Like, you put my son at danger, but then
we got one scene in the military facility in the season 1 finale, right? But it was like each person was dealing with one walker each, and it was a struggle because Chris's mum died. And, like, you remember that scene in, like, the kitchen?
Yeah, but they were trying to escape. Yeah, they had no choice.
It was a struggle. Here it was we're just going to take on these 35 walkers.
It's like here, outnumbered massively, they decided just to stand and fight rather than make a run for it.
Yeah, literally. Right, let's just get to this episode. I mean, I'm not saying it was good at the start, but I feel like we get to this, I say ranch, it's Thomas's gated estate. Strand's like, Louise is dead, by the way, and she's like, that's alright, he'll find his way back. That's her son that's died, and it's like, see if she doesn't care, why are we supposed to care?
Exactly.
No, nobody fucking give a fuck about Louise. And what the thing is, Thomas has lost his brother. Right? Thomas has lost his brother, and yeah, I know he's bit, right? Thomas is bit. Oh, big reveal, Thomas is bit. So, this woman has lost one son and is about to lose the other, and do you get any sort of sense of emotion here?
None
whatsoever. Garbage. Daniel's very reluctant to give up his weapons. Like, no, gets me, right? You're in a gated community, so why can't you just accept the fact you have to give up your weapons? I understand. Oh, see this whole gimmick. Oh, we've got the right to bear arms, right, and all this stuff. Oh, it's a zombie apocalypse. We need to have our guns. I get where you're coming from, Daniel, but you know what? This is a gated community. Your guess. If you don't like it, fuck off.
Just feels like season 2. This has got so many parallels to season 2. Here we've got like the farm and stuff with Herschel. He didn't like guns and all that. To me, it's just too similar.
It is similar, but at least with the farm, right? The group strengthens the farm. I feel like here, this group of people are not needed for this community. So I think if Daniel's got a problem with the gun, can he not take his daughter and leave? Is that too much to ask?
Well, that's pretty much the ultimatum he was given.
That's pretty much it. We get Thomas and Strand. We get like a few scenes, the kiss on the lips, and oh god damn it, man, Strand, what are you doing to me, man? Come on, and then like his mum, Celia. Do you know how she just got like half an hour screen time in this episode that she just didn't really warrant?
Yeah.
Scenes with Daniel,
Scenes with everybody.
scenes with Nick, scenes with Madison, scenes with fucking everybody under the sun. Not Nick. We got Chris. He confronts Alicia. She's like, no, you didn't just freeze, Chris. You were going to let her die, and he's like, you can't tell anyone. You know what? Chris could have played this a lot cooler than you can't tell anyone. Because you see, if she tells everyone, why couldn't Chris could just use the excuse of, I froze. I'm sorry.
Exactly. I don't know why you have to say that.
But here he's like, here, if you tell everybody that I froze, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Talk about putting your cards on the table, man. No fucking reason for this whatsoever. So Madison decides to sleep with Alicia, and then Travis decides to sleep in Chris's room. So looks like nothing is going to go on. Meanwhile, Daniel, not content with just sitting in this big gated community, he goes on a massive wander and finds loads of walkers. This wee kid who don't know, speaking to his mother, and he gets in big gates, and bang, there's about 20 walkers. And like, we've literally just been introduced to this community. And here we are with this scenario where Daniel, with 15 minutes in to them being there, he's already found this danger. Well, what's this all about? Like, we arrive here and then 15 minutes later he finds this big room filled with walkers. Yeah. Like, could you imagine if the group, Rick and Shane, arrive at the farm, right? And then they get Carl inside, Shane goes outside for a smoke or something, and then he opens the barn door. That would practically be the same fucking thing, man. It really would be. But then Chris then wakes up, he grabs a knife, he heads into Alicia and Madison's room. What's happening here? And then Strand gets his gun out, puts a pill over Tomas's dome,
shoots him,
pulls the trigger. And as this is happening, Chris is about to stab Madison and Alicia.
See, I believe this will be an issue because I think she will blame Strand for that because I think she'll think, oh, you've killed them. Whereas she believes they're alive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, probably.
They believe that these people are just sick. Like when she says that Lewis will find his way home.
Well, that's all good her saying.
So I believe that...
Where's her with the precautions here when he turns? We need to put him in here.
I know, but I believe that when I think that Strand shooting him will not go down well.
Probably not, guys. But what did you think of Chris? Is this a line that's been drawn here?
What was the point of this? He literally walks into their room, grabs a knife, doesn't fucking do anything. Then we hear the gunshot go off, and Madison like wakes up, turns around, and shouts at him to get the hell out.
Yeah. See, at this point, like, what was his end game? Say he killed these two, or he just killed Alicia. Madison's going to know it's Chris. She's going to wake up, obviously, and if he kills both of them, is it not going to look blatantly obvious that it is?
It's just dumb, fucking really, really dumb. So forced to have Chris go into this, like, what? I don't know.
But see, surely now, right? I can't even fucking remember what happens, guys, right? But surely now with Chris, he cannot live. They cannot be in the same group.
You'd think so, like.
So Travis got an ultimatum coming up. We have an ultimatum. What's the fucking rating?
God, wasn't very good. Did I prefer it over the other one? Probably not, to be honest.
I'm going to give it a 1. If you want to give it a 2, then that means it's a 1.5.
I'll give it 2, aye, fair enough.
There we go, 1.5 out of 10, guys. We're almost at the mid-season finale. I say the mid-season finale, I don't even think they did that. I think that's just we're almost at the mid-season point. That's what we're going for. But until next time, that was this episode, and it wasn't very good.